What I want to talk about now is what happens whenever the stock price declines. Remember, when you buy on margin, if your account equity balance falls below 35% in our example, you're going to get a margin call. So if it goes below 35%, you're going to get a margin call. That's if your equity balance drops below that. So the question I want to address in this video is, how low can Apple's price drop before you receive a margin call? Oh, my handwriting's awful with this little pen. So how low can Apple's price drop before we get a margin call? I'm going to use the exact same equation that I used in the pyramiding video, and that is margin percentage equals total market value of your portfolio minus what I owe my broker. I'll basically, this calculates my equity in dollars, and then when I divide it by the total market value of my portfolio, that calculates my equity as a percentage. I will receive a margin call if my equity drops below 35%. In my one stock world, my total market value is my 100 shares, and the price is what I'm looking for, X. Right now it's 550, but my question is, how low can it go before I receive a margin call? So I don't know how low it can go. I'm solving for that X. And I owe my broker the $19,400. The market value of my portfolio is just the 100 shares times that X. So again, put this over 1 and cross multiply. So that gives me 35x equals 100x minus 1900. I will subtract 100x from both sides. So this will give me 65x equals, negative 65x equals minus 19,400. Divide both sides by a negative 65. And that gives me an x of 298.46. And this is dollars. Right now the stock price is 550, but it can drop to $298.46 before I'll ever get a margin call. And you don't necessarily want margin calls. A margin call is a signal that the equity in your portfolio has dropped to a very low amount and you don't essentially have enough collateral in your account to keep your broker happy. So you're going to have to address this margin call by either adding some more money to your account or doing a couple of other things. And that's what I'll talk about next. But I wanted to just point out the fact that you actually have quite a bit of leeway before you'll receive a margin call.